Hello. So let's do a quick checklist here before we start. We have some minutes left, some 3 minutes left. So first of all, sound check. So I hope you can hear me. If you want to, just send me a comment in the chat if you can hear me. Next up, oh, the globe is off. Wait a second. So, see, it needs to be on. Yeah, that's the next thing. So, picture is visible. I have a new camera angle, guys. So I decided to go up front now. Let's see if this is better. I think I need to go more to the center here if I switch the screen. So no comments yet, as far as I can see. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so 2 minutes left. Okay, what else? Resolution is 1080p. I'm on face only right now. What else do I need to check? Oh, I have a lot of stuff open here. We don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need this. Yeah. Okay, I just checked my screen, my open windows. Last time I sucked a lot because last time I, again, misconfigured something. My microphone was off for the first, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Congratulations on that, Mr. Schmidt. Anyways, glad that one of you guys pointed me to that. So, how are you doing? Are you good? Made some progress, guys. I'm waiting this 1 minute, which is left. So, I don't know, maybe someone is joining on point. Yeah. So, we're gonna have something really nice to show today. I fixed some really nasty stuff. So OBScene is now working, kind of. I will show you. Yeah, I must say I didn't get a lot of feedback so far. I don't know. My live streams usually don't get that much attention, probably because of this. Not so important. I do it for myself in the main stuff and it's still not released. I get it. But anyway, so we're approaching the appointed time. I think I'm going to start the stream, the official part of the stream now. So let me quickly jump over here to my screen, maybe the other thing. Let's see how it works. So I did a lot of stuff off screen. Last time I had big issues with drawing and stuff, and I had weird behavior of everything. So I figured it out, kind of the main problems that I had. And I even can now communicate better to OBS directly. I will show you this in a second. So I decided to not commit and push all my changes. I still have it here so that in the first part, I am gonna go through that with you. So if you watched the third part of the video of the series, then you're going to have some updates. But before we do that, let me actually execute the app. So I hope something interesting will happen. We will see. It's building. So could not find device. So that's interesting. Device name, what? Scene name, device name. So what's going on? Let me debug it again. Let's see. He says could not find device. So what's the issue here? The device name is this cam circle. It should be there. So let's see. Devices, settings, OBS settings, scenes. So I did something now here. So currently I'm on bottom right 1080. Bottom right, this is a scene. See how nice it draws now? I did some stuff to it. I will show you. Settings, devices, and I'm searching for this cam circle. This guy. So Device name syscamcircle. Should be okay. Camera is null. So scenes. First of default where the resolve. Oh, face only. That is bad. Face only is the wrong scene. This has no devices. That's correct. Why is he resolving this? That is strange. Let me try again. I'm not sure why this is happening. Wait a second. Just a second, guys. Yeah, could not find device. That's interesting. So my demo is kind of screwed because scene collection, export. Let me export actually to a test JSON file and then change my program so that I will, probably because of this var path. Yeah. Let me do this. Let's go bottom left and this one. Let's see if it works now. Just a second. So here we go. There's a circle, obviously on the wrong position because I'm reading out bottom left here, right? This is what I'm reading out. And I'm currently showing my face on the bottom right. So the scene name is incorrect, but the circle is here and watch this, what I can do. Yeah, I love that. I have, bigger circle is not working. That's interesting. Wait a second. No, bigger circles no, but I can move the circle now on the screen. I did this and yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. And you might have seen if I hit escape here, nothing happens. I think this is not the best thing to do in Rider, kind of. He is not having it. Let me actually run this. .NET run -- project. This is source UI test console. Let's run this. Let's see if this works. Okay, there's this thing. And I should be able to move it. I am. I can make it bigger and smaller. See, this is like Rider getting in my way. I can move the thing. I could, in theory, put it over my face. Come on. Come on. See how it matches? Now it's gone for you, but I still can see it. So, as you can see, the circle kind of matches the diameter of my OBS. Like, not perfect. I think not pixel perfect, but now it's hidden. That was the whole clue, right? So now I still see the red circle and I know that you cannot see what I'm doing behind my face. That is exactly what I wanted to have. And then I also have some stuff to increase and decrease on a simple way the size of the cursor. And I can do that. I even implemented something so that I can go to rectangle. Let's try rectangle. That's also a new thing. Let's see if we have a rectangle at this position. And here's your rectangle. Looking weird, I know. But I also have a rectangle now. Well, I can do left, right, but I cannot do escape. He is not giving me escape here, down here in Rider. So I might switch over to Visual Studio because the debugging is a little bit better if you don't mind. But it works. And first part is, I'm going to show you what I did to make it work, because third part ended in, it didn't work. So let's go. Let's open this in VS. Let's go OBScene, SLNX. And then afterwards, I will push the whole source code up there so you guys can participate better. So let's see. So we have our changes here, our Git changes. What's happening? Let's put everything here. So we have the changes. Can I bring it up? Okay, what happened? I touched everything. So the first thing I did, you might remember that I had the models for OBS in that logic abstract. And last time in my video, I argumented that this would be a good idea. Actually, while thinking about it, I thought it's not. So I moved everything into the models in the logic, in the logic OBS here. So in logic OBS, remember that was the class library, which had the OBS helper, which got massive changes. And I will talk about this, but the models OBS is now having all the models I need, starting with the settings. So what this is OBS settings. And by the way, this is a scene setting, right? And this is settings. I would love to do it a little bit better. Let me do that for you. So this is a scene setting, and this is scene settings. I know. Okay, here we go. Is that still working? Let's try it out. Okay. Let me maybe go back from rectangle to circle again so that you don't get confused here. Concept, is that concept? And I have my demo. I have this, and this is circle, right? So let's go, and let's go here. So here it is again, and I could now move it. Okay, so what I did is I figured out where OBS stores, the tool I mean, stores those different settings that I need. So last time I was confused because I was searching for the profile data of OBS, which is actually not what I need. The profile data is kind of the settings where kind of the definition of things happens, like the like my scenes that I have, my different profiles, like one for 9x16 and one for 16x9. Anyways, what I really needed is scene collection. So let me do a quick thing for you here. So I just did a screenshot because I don't want to drag OBS inside of here, right? So what you see here is in the menu of OBS, there's the scene collection, and then you can export this file here. This is a single JSON export. If you do that, so what happens actually is you get something like that. And I showed you this last time. So let me bring this up. This is a big JSON structure, and last time we created like stuff out of it. So it has the devices with definition. Then it has scene orders, like in which order do the scene appear. It has transitions, which I don't need. Quick transition, I don't need them as well. Virtual camera, whatever. Modules, I don't need modules. What I need is the sources. And inside of it, I need the settings. And then what you see is each source is kind of my scene in OBS. Like bottom left is when my face is here. This is bottom left. And one of the things in the items collection of it, I figured out is this is sys monitor. This is what you guys see. This is my monitor recording. And this is exactly what I need. The camera circle, which on the scene which I had would be a circle here. But now it's here because I have bottom right selected. Okay, that's the idea. So I figured out where OBS stores this file. And where that is, let me go OBS helper, methods. So let's start here. This is some helper method, which is not so important right now. Wait a minute. What happened? So, no, not this. So here it is. I have this method, which is called load default scene settings. And what it is, it turns out that there is a folder in my application data roaming folder, which is called OBS Studio Basic Scenes. And in that folder, we have, let's go. This is, I think, app data. Is it app data? Yeah. And then app data roaming, correct. And then it has OBS Studio. Let's go there. OBS Studio. And then basic. And then scenes. So here you can see, this is my file that is directly written by OBS. So the interesting thing here, which I'm currently interested in, if I open this file, there is a thing which is called directly in the main thing, sources, scenes, current scene. And it says bottom right. You see that? Because my face is on the bottom right. So if I change now my face to the bottom left, so I do that, and this is not changed. You see that? It's not. So it should change the current scene to bottom left. Let's see if I reopen the file. I'm always unsure if this is loaded directly. And now if I again look into what is that? Current scene, whatever. Current scene is still bottom right. But there's another file, this one, which got written, I don't know, I'm not sure, but let's see. Let's open this with Sublime just once, and let's see what happens. Is here anything in current scene? Face only. So that's also not the case. So what happens is, and I'm a little bit sad, I was hoping that if I watch this file, this one, that this thing at some point in time will tell me that the scene was changed. And as soon as it does, I would see I have a new scene. That could be a nice demo, but the current scene is still bottom right, which is not what I have currently. So current program scene also bottom right. So kind of this file does not get updated, obviously, live. I don't know how they do it. Do I need to save this? No. Okay, cool. Anyways, so this file gets updated. I don't know when. But it would be cool because I would, if this would be updated instantly, that would be nice, but it's not. So let me go back to my actual scene bottom right. Anyways, this is the file that when my program starts currently, on my startup, in, where is it? In concept, what am I doing? OBScene get, this is draw service overlay, and then I have this. And this method, which I currently do not use, is using the default settings. So let's see if it now works. So if I go to program, and remember I changed this, and here you can see this is the simplest call imaginable. I just say which device to search for, and then I tell him, hey, listen, use the default OBS settings file in order to retrieve the settings. It should now be on the bottom right. It is, and you guys cannot see it, but let me move it. You see, it's there. So this is, the diameter is not perfect. You see, it's not the correct one, but this is not so bad. It's okay. For the sake of demo, it is there at the correct place. I like that, to be honest. So that way, I just have to remember that I have to move it all the time out of the way when I make the demo here, which is okay. Cool. I changed this. Hit escape. It's gone. Next thing I needed to change. Last time we had a big problem. So, okay, let's keep it here. This is now reading out the OBS settings. Okay. And then it tries at least to draw the initial scene where it needs to be. This is nowhere near to the final version of my program. That's not what I'm saying. But it works kind of, right? It's detecting the area, everything is good. But how did I do that? So it turns out that I had to change my Win API because it has errors. You see, it's a lot of changes here. So what I did is I had this drawing helper, and my drawing helper now has a new method which is called move and resize geometry. This is new. And I expanded, and I now have a draw geometry method, which does the heavy lifting. And then I have helper methods for draw ellipse and draw rectangle. So what we actually need to look up is draw geometry. The whole heavy lifting of drawing the thing, the circle or the rectangle, is here. So you should have seen this file already, but this is the new thing I introduced. So I was thinking, wait a minute. It doesn't matter if I draw a rectangle or a circle. It basically is almost the same all the time. So all I did is you have to pass in now a geometry type, which is an enum, which can be either rectangle or ellipse. Keep in mind, no circle here, ellipse. So he then knows what to draw, either rectangle or ellipse. The same here. This is the filling. This is the red filling. And this is the border. Okay, so that's the only thing which is different between a circle and a rectangle. Okay, those methods that I had, draw a circle or whatever, there is no draw circle anymore. I called it draw ellipse. Draw ellipse now simply calls this method we just saw and puts this to ellipse, and then the other one puts this to rectangle. So if you remember my architecture, you will remember also that I had a core logic here which said, okay, I have this interface, iGeometry. This is the interface which has a position, a size, a fill color, and so on. Nice. And then I did a base type, and what this base type now has is it has a new property, an abstract property, read only, which is named geometry type, and every child of this type, every inherited type of this type needs to implement this thing, and in other words, claim what type of geometry it is. So this means our whole drawing is now done by the thing itself. So the draw method just knows how to draw here, because init geometry just uses the drawing helper and passes in the geometry type. No double code, none of it. Which means the circle looks like this now. That's it. And watch this. Circle inherits from ellipse, because in our world, a circle is just a special type of ellipse. And what makes it special? The specialty is that whenever we try to change the size, like, you know, a width and height, he sets the height to whatever the width is, meaning that makes a circle. Even if we try to give it a different value for width and height, it will fall back and make the height whatever the width is. And that means it has a constant radius everywhere. And that is a circle. Whereas an ellipse can have different stuff. That's it. We simplified the whole thing. I just found out that while talking with you, we need to put this in the interface as well. I forgot to put it in the interface. It builds still, but you know, it would be better if this is now here. And this would be the description of whatever this was, geometry type. Where is it? There. So this should be whatever this is, the type of geometry. That's better. And that way we know everything. Okay, cool. This is then inherit doc. I think inherit doc. Is it inherited? Yes. Okay, cool. Like that. So that's what I changed. So I simplified everything. Also, as I've shown you, I implemented an update thing. So on WinAPI, we have a drawing helper, which now is able to move and or resize. I forgot to put, or I didn't make it here, but anyways, he is able to move this thing. Let's add this to the XML docs here. So this is a mover. So whenever I have my program running and I use the arrow keys to move it around, that's what you saw. It's moving the thing, right? So, and I have to as well have the distinguishing here between the geometry types, and then I have to do a lot of stuff for releasing and reacquiring all the handles that are behind it. But this is an implementation detail deep inside of Logic WinAPI, which, you know, it's the one thing that you barely touch later. So Logic WinAPI encapsulates everything that we need, like the API types, which we have here, the API constants. And I think this is a good example of how to build an architecture which uses WinAPI. It might need some attention, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, then after this, what else? Logic Core. I showed you the new geometries, which are very, very simple. And then the program itself is now, so we are on the point, and I will commit and push in a second. We are on the point where basically all the ingredients that we need to bring up our application logic are there. So again, if I hit F5, the circle is here. Let me move it. So there you can see there's a circle behind it. So that's exactly what I wanted, because I see the red thing. you don't see the red thing because it's behind my face. This is obscene. This is what it is. Escape, that's it. The UI is pretty bad. I admit that. And we cannot react to OBS scene changes, meaning now it gets clearer and clearer. If I change my scene now, so what you guys now see is what I saw the whole time. You see this. And what I need now is that my program recognizes that the scene was changed in OBS. Now it's on the other side of the screen. And now I want later it to change the position. That's what obscene is, right? Anyways, this isn't so important. What we need to do, really need to do, let me go back to my beloved right side. Let's check the code here. So what is it doing? So the method I'm currently using is this one here. It just has one parameter which really needs to be passed in, which is the device name, right? So that's what it is. So now what it does, it tries to load the default settings, which now we know, you know, it's not perfect because for some reason OBS is not writing it the whole time. I don't know why. Probably while I'm streaming, it's not doing it. I don't know. Anyways, so, but all we need to do, we need to have kind of our own settings file. Like all this needs to go in a settings file. For instance, I have an offset here. Turns out I need those offsets on X and Y because otherwise, when I run the program, my circle overlay would be bad. Let me show you. If I put this to 100 and I execute the program, watch. See what happens? It's 50 pixels to the left. Why is that? Well, easy. In OBS, there is no circular... Let me stop this. In OBS, you cannot have really a circular region here. This thing, how do I get it? This thing wouldn't be circular in OBS. What it really is, it's a rectangle in OBS, and I have a filter applied to it because I have a circle image above it where this gets get made transparent by OBS. So that's why it seems to be a circle, what I'm doing here. Okay, cool. So OBS has no circles. The next thing is I have a fixed ratio for my camera. And in reality, my camera takes an image more or less like this, right? So you saw this. Do you see that? No, more or less like this here. That's what my camera is doing, really. So this is how it looks because my camera is doing 1080p. So what this thing does, OBS, it takes the center of the picture. That's why when I go out, you are not seeing me. Or when I go here, you're not seeing me, but this is my face. If I switch over to face only, you see I'm here. It's the same camera angle, but when I do this, I'm not. So why? Because the circle I'm drawing is in the middle of this, okay? So what this means is this offset and this offset, I need to perform this offset so that I really know where the 0 point here is. This is the 0 point here. So I need to find the 0 point, and that's the offset you saw here. 150 by 20, I think. And yeah, it's pretty much on point. 150 by 20 is the offset. Okay, so that is what I needed to do. So this setting, now what do we need to do? So this is obviously hard-coded. This makes no sense. What we need to do today, we need to generate our own JSON schema, like so that we have a file pretty similar to OBS, which says, okay, listen, those are the scenes in OBS. Let me put this here. Let us create a new file, and then let's go and select JSON as syntax. So I need a settings file for my own, and it needs to have something like, I don't know, scenes. Let's say, and this is a dictionary, and my current scene is named, the OBS name of the scene is something like 1080 bottom right. You saw this earlier. So this is the scene in OBS, and my idea is that I can say here, listen, I need a geometry here, which is geometries, because I will have the option to draw multiple geometries for whatever reason on that scene. So the first geometry being something like this circle, I will give it position. And this is something like, I don't know, X, I don't know, whatever, and Y, whatever. It's not to be correct, position, and then it needs a size and a color and whatever. So, and this is how I will do this. So whenever I'm referring to, and probably also this is like device name in OBS will be syscam circle. Yeah, that's also what. So this information is enough so that I know what to search for if I get the settings from OBS. And then I build my geometries and I can put them on the screen basically. And what we need to do is we need to build this, and later we need an editor for that when we have an UI in order to change those settings. But for the moment, we can do this. So what it means, real simple. We go here and first of all, refactoring and fixing done. So that was day 3 commit stage, which is wrong, because we are on day 4. So this is not to push. Git checkout -b, yeah, day 4. Here you go. Git push not working. I cannot remember this. Let me push this to day 4. Here we go. And then let's see. Is it on GitHub? Let's create a new tab, go to the browser so that you guys can follow. Links should be in the description. Let's see, codingfreaks, and then we have OBScene. And in OBScene, we should have day 3, that was last session. Day 4 is today, and you should have everything here. Source. And then we have logic, and it looks legit, right? So let me look here in the draw helper. Is that the new draw helper? Not sure. Geometry information, yeah, the new type is here. So if you pull day 4, you can follow me on that if you want to. It probably will not work if you don't have OBS installed, but that's another issue. Okay, nice. So what I'm going to do, I know that when I run the program currently, what happens is it's basically for this left scene, it's pitch perfect. So now what it means is I will add another one here, which is console case S. And I want to store everything here. To do, store into file. Okay, I will do this thing. So in order for us to be able to do that, the first thing is we need a new model. So let's put that here. Add folder models again. So we need to define that we have a new class, which is actually the settings class. Public class settings. Represents the root element structure of the OBScene settings. So as I said, what do we have here? Where's my sample? We have an object called scenes inside of it, which is a dictionary of string and some information, which is device name and geometries. Okay, let's go. Let's do that. Prop. Dictionary, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, string and what was it? Object. We will come to this in a second. Probably I will forget it as always. This is called scenes. And here, this is this element. So every object has, it's a dictionary of string and object. That's what it is. That's what I just built. So scenes, and it's going to be a new dictionary of string and object, which can be shortened to, I think, to this one. Yeah, I always struggle. So that's what it is. And we can go and be explicit about JSON property, but I'm not going to do that. We will JSON serialize that in a second, and then that's it. So we now need to figure out what this is. So we need a new thing, which is called a scene object, public. And what this is going to be, it needs probably a scene name, which is just the same as the key. So it would look like something like that. Name is the same as here. So it looks redundant, but you will see that it gets handy at some point in time. So this is going to be not now. We ensure that this is the case later. This is just a compiler trick to not have the compiler warning. Okay, next thing is device name. This is also a string. This is the device name, which is basically the name of the device which draws this thing. Right, this is my syscam circle by default. We will see. And now, what we simply need is, we need a list of geometries. And this is a new list. And I'm not sure if this is going to work, but let's see. I think we have this. Now this is a scene. In my settings, I now can see it's actually a dictionary between string and scene, and that is literally it. That's all I need. So let's see. If I have this now, I have a geometry here, right? This is what I created. Okay, nice. So let's do it in my UI first, and then we see. So as soon as I draw this, what I can do is var settings equals new settings, which is probably something that we get in, Docker desktop update. Thanks for that. So what is that? Settings, is that public? It's totally public. So why cannot var settings is new settings? What's going on? Can I add a project reference to abstracts? Can I or can I not? I did this. And now what? Are you not going? Aha. Reference project logic abstracts. Var settings. Do I have? Oh, settings is already. So this is my settings. Probably this is what got in this way. Okay, cool. My settings scenes at the key is, what's the key here? The key is the resolved scene name. And then it's a new scene, which has the same name. It has a device name of the device name I got passed into this method. And geometries, whatever, my settings, geometries, where is this? My settings dot scenes. Let's see. This is my scene. My scene. Better to do this. Var my scene equals this. Here we go. And then my scene geometries at, and then I'm adding my geo, which is my circle in this case. Here we go. So I have this. And now every time, and I'm not sure, is this a reference? I hope so. Let's see. Every time I do that, what I will do is I will go to my settings. Actually, why not? And I will give it a public async task, save async, string, file path. And what I will do is var JSON as JSON serializer, serialize this. And then I will do file write await. This is a bad thing. Write all text, the JSON, and no, file name first, right? The path, the content, which means JSON, path, JSON, file path, sorry. Write all text async. And then what? Can we do Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And my concept will say settings, my settings, save async into what? Okay, this is bad. I need to create my path up here. Where is that? Var settings path. This is all UI based, you know. I know that's bad. Don't yell at me. Nobody yelled, but you know, it's just my autism kicking in, or my kind of niche. Anyways, so path combine environment get folder path special folder desktop. Where is that? Let's put it on the desktop. And my JSON. Is that doing anything? So I'm combining, yeah, that's my settings path. And let's use this as my settings path. Easy peasy. So let's do this. Question is, if I do this and I get rid of this, and I'm pretty confident here, as you can tell, because I will see my JSON or whatever it was to appear there. So let's go. UI test console. Here we go. That's exactly for my one scene. Save it. And there it is. Escape and open it. So, yeah. JSON. Set syntax. Can I format this? Format JSON. There we go. So that's what I have. Not what I wanted, but close. Okay, we have scenes. Uppercase, bad. Now we have a dictionary. Exactly as I wanted. But this is, yeah, it's a dictionary. I have the name of the scene, including the device name. And here's my geometry. First geometry is geometry type 2, which means circle. Position is, what is empty? Interesting. That is because I have size. Okay, anyways, let's assume it works. Here we go. Then I have the size. This is a position in pixel. This is the size in pixel. Perfectly. Okay, it's 298. Fill color. And the position includes the offset, as you can see. That's interesting. So fill color with RGBA and a lot of stuff which gets out of there. This is the name of the color. A little bit shady, a little bit more than I wanted. But anyways, border color is this. A lot of stuff. I don't like that, really. But we can fix this at a later point. But we can serialize now. And what this means is I could create a second scene. And let's see now. From this moment on, what I really want to have is, wait a second. Now, if I constantly override this, that would be a bad idea. So what I really want is that this thing takes in all the scenes that it gets from OBS. All the scenes from OBS. Or let's say I want to create a second scene. Can I do this here? I will do another one, which is W. If I hit W, which I need to explain here, of course. So it's gonna be, what was it? S is save, and W is, what was it? Switch scenes. That's my plan. Okay, cool. So I need to be careful with S. Okay, anyways, so what I will do is, the current scene is, what was it? Where's my scene that I got? I'm here. So what I need is, what I need is settings, all settings. And then he gets, this is the scene name, resolved scene name. Yeah, nice. And then the current scene name, let's say resolved scene name. That's okay. I can use this. So if I hit W, what I really want to do is here, resolved scene name equals, and guys, it's going to be bad. But anyways, if resolved scene name equals, what was it? 1080 bottom right, then it's going to be 1080 bottom left. Otherwise, it's going to be 1080 bottom right. I don't like that. So what I also want to do is I want to disable the save now, because bad idea. Because if I do what I'm going to do, you will understand. So here is my idea for scenes. Here's my actual scenes, which is a little bit too chatty, but anyways. So what I'm going to do is I will take this scene, bottom right, and I will create a new one, which is bottom left. Bottom left. It's always the same here. This cam circle, same thing. Geometry type 2, position, different. So let's say it's the same height, the same epsilon, but what's going to be? 150 to the right. Same height, same color, whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is, if I switch the scene, what it means is he needs to get rid of all the items and then draw the geo. So how do I do this? Oh, now it's getting interesting. What I need to do is, okay, that's hard to do. I need to put this out in my control loop. It needs to be different. I think this is my control loop. I need to get it out here. That was my drawing. Let's put it here, which would be a big problem because it now geo is out of scope. Okay, cool. So what I need to do is I need to say I have a scene which is draw scene, which is the settings, my settings, where's my settings? I need to pass it my settings, which will have everything in it, right? Where's my set? Here. What my settings is this? Oh, I need to load the settings. Oh, now I need to try to load the settings. Let me see. Let's not do it so stupidly. Let's put the whole logic of drawing this stuff to the scene itself. So we should be able to draw the scene, to clear the scene, all of that from within the scene. So we have a scene here. And what the scene needs to be, this is logic abstract, not good. This is just the model, right? So logic core is what we have. We have geometries. Here we go, base geometry. And now what we need here is a new add class, which is, what is that? This is our core logic. What is it? This is our, yeah, now we run out of names like every time. So what is the name of this thing? It is there. Let me think. It is there to handle the whole program flow. Not good. It is there to handle, is it the scene logic? But then again, yeah, scene logic. That's good. Scene logic. Okay. Let's say this is public, and I think it shouldn't be static because it should be disposable at some point. So let's not make it static. So what it needs to be it needs to have a property which is called the settings, our settings, settings. So what this needs to be, it can be null. And then what we need to have is we have maybe a constructor, CTOR, which takes in settings. Is that correct? Settings, settings, and then the settings are the settings. That would be good. The other one would be a constructor with a string, settings file path. So here we go. So what this means is, first of all, settings equals settings dot load async. We don't have that load without, and this is not a good idea because I will still make it, but potential bad code in the constructor. No, we don't do that. No, none of this. Okay, here we go. It gets settings and then it's cool. So what it needs to do, it needs to have a method public void refresh, which goes on and refreshes the scene. So what is refresh meaning? So first of all, we have, what is that? We have all of this. This is OBS. So what we did is for each geo in geo, we just had some sizes here. Okay, so let's go using this. Interesting. And it should be a geometry. Let's see if it even loads. Okay. Interesting settings. So let me do the load async. Public static. It's a factory method. This is a value task of settings. Load async. String file path. Okay. And let's do without checks. Okay. Var settings equals var JSON is the wait file read all text async. Read all text async. This is the file path. Oh, what is going on? File path. Okay, and static async. Okay, and then return bad, but again. Deserialize without async because I need to do it differently. Anyways, deserialize, the return is settings and it is the JSON. And now what I will do, deserialize JSON. What's going on? This is, what's the problem? Possible null reference. Throw new invalid operation exception, could not read, or invalid file content, whatever. File content. Okay, cool. So now what I will do is I will also put in private static JSON serializer options is JSON serializer option is new JSON serializer options. And what this is going to be, name case insensitive is false. And then naming policy is camel case, please. Can I have property, is that, should be, property naming, huh? What is even happening? This is, wait a minute, I can do that, right? Property naming policy is JSON naming policy. Here it is, camel case. So what I will do is I will take those options on serialization and on deserialization. Here. So I'm sharing those options to ensure that they're no longer Pascal case. So first things first, I need to store it one more time. Dang it. Okay, anyways, let's do this later. Or let's do it now. Okay, so what it means is it needs to be scenes now. I have to do it by hand. Sorry for this. I should have done that before. Geometries, geometry, position, is empty, X, Y, size is empty, width, height, fill color, R, G, B. I need to be better here. So it will fail otherwise. Is empty, is empty, is empty, is empty. And name and border color. Okay, screw that. R, G, B, A, I think I can remove this. It's not so important. It will still do this later, but anyways, let's remove it. Border width. So now I can copy this thing, override that, because I want to have two scenes here. And it's basically the same, but this is left and right. Left, left. And this is gonna be, what did we say, like 150, I think. It's not even close. But okay, so left side is this. Let's do this. Okay, cool. I have it now stored. Now, what we need to do is we need to rewrite all of this. So now we are no longer take it from here. What we really do is we say, okay, screw that. We have settings. We do no longer load it from there. That's good. So what we do is var settings is await, settings, load async, settings path. So what I want to know before I go ahead, is that even giving us anything? So here we go. All of this goes away. I just want to know, debugger break, if this works. So let's see. Do we have settings which are logical? So what do we have? Locals, settings, scenes. We have both scenes, left and right. We have this key is this value, and everything should be, this is the right one. Geometries, raw view. Oh, not good. Geometries is not doing good. Let me see, probably naming thing. Where is that? Geometries. Oh, okay. Why? Why in the world is that an F? I know because I typed it, but what's wrong with me? Okay. Oh, interesting. So this is now, is it because geometry type? Is that because it's wrong here in the first place? Wait a second. No. It's not working that way because I am having trouble now. I hope that this would work, but you cannot do an interface, of course, because he knows, and it cannot be abstract, right? And cannot be an interface because he cannot create instances of that. Oh, screw my life. So, yeah, serialization is cool. Deserialization is not. So, okay, what can I freaking do? Because, okay, what's happening is we have another issue. The issue is every geometry, every entry here could now be a circle, ellipse, or a square, rectangle, I mean. So the problem is on serialization, not a problem at all. He just does it. On deserialization, the problem is that he doesn't know how to come up. I need to help him. I forgot to do it, but we will figure it out. So every time he tries to deserialize one of those here, what I need to do for him, I need to explain him actually, if the geometry type is 2, it means circle. So I need to help him. So how is that going to work? So here it is. Serialization, as I said, not a problem. Writing, not a problem. Problem is on loading. So the deserialization, how was that? Deserialization options, stream, nice, JSON type info, is settings, and there was an option. And there was an option to deserialize it and to have a hook into it. Let's Google that. Where is it? Here. System text JSON deserialize interface. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, good. What is Stack Overflow having? This is it. Interface iChild. Okay, I got it. I have a fly here. Yeah, if you only have one implementation, no, just answer the freaking question. So, yeah. System text uses attributes to annotate the derived types and require you to supply the identifiers. Read more about. Huh? Not sure. Let's see. Polymorphic. Where is it? It's in text JSON. Okay, JSON derived type. Interesting. To enable polymorphic deserialization, you must specify a type discriminator for the derived class. Weather forecast base, weather forecast with city. Type discriminator. Interesting. This is base. JSON derived type of, JSON derived type of, okay. Weather forecast with city. The type discriminator. I like that. Let's see. JSON derived type. This is a base type. Okay. So what it means, is that working? Let's try this out. So if I go to my this is geometry. I need to do it on geometry. To be exact, on base geometry. Here's my problem. So this is circle if circle is involved. And rectangle if rectangle is involved. Hey, roll with cheese, you again. Greetings. Thanks for the hello. How are you doing? Let's see. Cannot be everything. Yeah. Design of interface type is not supported. The type currently abstracts iGeometry path scenes. Oh, is it iGeometry? Not on the base? Let's see. Maybe, just maybe, I have to do exactly this on the interface. Let's try. But on the interface on the other side, I don't have access to the real geometry, like circle, because I have dependency from this to abstracts, which means abstracts cannot do this. Here we go. So what now? Okay. What I can do maybe, I'm not sure, I can do a very bad thing. So to make it happen. I really don't know. I really don't like it. How can I do this? Am I stupid? This is, I could say, let's try this one. So let's try the following. It's not the best thing, but maybe it works now. Okay, so I have a model inside of the base type. Where's my scene settings? Here. Settings and this. So what I could do, I could, and this also is not bad later, but I could say this is a new class. Let's do this and let's call it the geometry here. This is geometry. Internal? Let's see. So what I will do from iGeometry, I will take out all of this. Where is it? Let's do that. And for the moment, let's say I have on the settings, I have geometry, like the type geometry. Where is scene? scene is not iGeometry, it's geometry. So, which means, it needs to be public. I'm doing this. So, and then what I can do, I could convert it later to circle or whatever it is. So convert, that's the geometry type. And then I could say, public iGeometry to resolve type. And this is a switch case. I know, guys. If you have a bad idea, it's running pretty good. Making progress. I will show as soon as it builds again, Royal with cheese, I will show the current state. It's not running currently, of course. So what I will do is, let's do the geometry type and let's switch this. If this is, let's say, a rectangle, easy, return new rectangle, which is an iGeometry, right? Isn't it? Break. Oh, this is a return. What's going on? Rectangle is system drawing. No, not that rectangle. I try to do DevTier. No, Coding Freaks. DevTier is my company. Rectangle is something they also know. Is that? No. Coding Freaks. OBScene. Logic. Abstracts. Models. Rectangle. Wait, what's going on? This is logic abstract. Oh, no. Again, the same problem? No, geometry. I cannot know that. Again, the same problem. Oh, no. We cannot do this here. So we need to do it here. So what this is, people of the planet. This is so bad. But let's see if I can make it happen. Give me some time. Prop list iGeometry resolved geometries is new. This one. Okay, bad as well. All of this is bad. But what I can now do is, as soon as I load this, where is it? As soon as I load this, settings is loaded. And what I can do, okay. Where is no. For each scene in scenes, in settings scenes, and then for each var geo, I'm doing simple stuff. I'm optimizing later in scene dot. In scenes, select many, I guess. I can do SS value dot geometries. This is geo in settings, scenes. I'm not sure. It should be. This is geometries and this is list geometry, yeah. If settings is null, just return. Meaning this is good. Then, okay, geo var real geo equals, let's just try it out. This one, okay. So I have to go at some point, cycle through all the scenes, all the settings, and then do it. And now my problem is, yeah, here I can do it. Scene logic. resolve geometries on the settings. Resolve geometries. I'm doing it in the constructor, which is not the best idea. Let me just do this. Here we go. Resolve geometries. Okay, if settings is null, shouldn't be the case, to be honest, because I think we can set this here, and now it's never null. Yeah, it's getting better. Okay, again, 2 for eaches. For each var scene in settings scenes. For each, I need to do it this way. Var, stop it. For each var, this is loaded geo in scene value geometries. Okay. Loaded scene in scene for each geo, loaded geo, yeah. This is okay. Scene value, not elegant. Resolve geometries at resolve geo, loaded geo. So now loaded geo is geometry question mark. And why is this a question mark? Nobody knows. Boom. No. So loaded geo is this thing. We need a method which does that. Why is it? For each loaded geo in geometries. Oh. Cast geometry. No. It's still this. What is happening? Loaded geo is a geometry. It's not null. It has 0 parameter, but what do you mean? Oh. Resolve geometry. Okay. Close. Do this. So this is iGeometry. And now switch loaded geo. Geometry type? Oh, public. He forgot public. I forgot public. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, case, when it's a rectangle, finally, return. I'm not proud of myself, okay? Just to be clear, this needs to be done better. Position is loaded geo position. And then we have size is loaded geo size. It's very awkward. Border color is loaded geo border color. And then we have border width is loaded geo border width. And then color, fill color. What's going on? Oh, loaded geo fill color. This is stupid. What was it? The new rectangle. Here we go. So now we do this for ellipse and for circle for some reason. Ellipse. Stupid code, right? As you see something like that, not good. So, and we even know, oh, this is geometry. We don't have circle. It's just ellipse and this. And what we can do is return if. It's so dumb. I'm not proud of myself, guys. But anyways, loaded geo size dot width equals loaded geo size dot height. Then return circle, which doesn't matter, but you know, okay. anywhere. If this is not resolved, throw new invalid operation exception. Could not resolve geometry. Oh, I hate my life. Okay, I'm not sure what happens now. So now we resolved this, and now I totally need a debugger, because what I want to know, if this hack, and it's not more than a hack, I need to look it up. Scenes, bottom right, value, geometries. We have a geometry which is something, but it works. Okay, so now this geometries, and we have resolved geometries, and this thing has capacity 0, nothing. So what is going on? He is having a hard time, so that looked good. So load async is this. And then the, where was my settings or my scenes? Was it settings? No, it was scene. And scene also not. What was happening? Where was my, oh, scene logic. There you go. Resolve geometries. He goes there. For each one, he adds a new geometry to the scene, which is, okay. Is he doing this? No. Settings load async. Wait a second. Let me step through. F11. This is this. Deserialize. Settings. Okay. And he has the settings, but I'm not having an instance of this scene logic. Okay. Var logic equals new scene logic. And then we do settings. And that should be the thing I was searching for. Let's go. Invalid. Okay. So that's interesting. Huh. Geometry type. Let's go. Switch geometry type is undefined. Also interesting. The loaded geo has no geometry type. It's undefined. Okay. Looking it up, what is going on? He was serializing it. Geometry type is 2. So why is he not able? What is going on? That's interesting. He's not able. Geometries. And now, okay. What's going on? Let me see the JSON. Settings is load async. Let's actually hold here. I wasn't expecting problems here, as always. So here's my JSON. And how does it look like? Geometry type. Geometry type. Looks decent. Okay. So F10, and now the settings. What is the geometry type here? The value of geometries, the type is undefined. Not good. What do you mean undefined? Huh. So what I need to do, why do I have trouble on JSON now? I hate it so much. Geometry type is 2. Why is that? Why is geometry type 2 and not resolve? Geometry type. Geometry type. What's going on? Like in the setting, in the base, in the scene, in the base geometry, no, in my geometry model. This one is giving us a hard time. Okay. Oh, because he's ignoring it. Better now? Yeah, better now. Okay, so now what? We have an ellipse in the bottom right. So is he doing this? Geometries? Oh, this is nicely nested. This is an ellipse, which is correct. We only have this and ellipse. The size of it is, where's size? It's the same thing. Okay, nice. So that means at this point in time, we have some logic going on. The logic is now our central place, and all the remaining stuff this here is really bad. Hack. I don't know. Boom. And I cannot emphasize on that. This is bad. Okay, so, and then this as well. This is also hack. We don't even care at this point because it works kind of. But guys, never do stuff like that. I will fix it and show you in the next part how I fix it, hopefully. It has to do with deserialization of unknown types. Maybe I have to do it differently. I will come up with an idea. Anyways, it's not the point here. So what I want to do is I want that this thing is able to actually have the whole context to draw itself. So what we already had is a method, public void refresh. We need a refresh to redraw whatever is going on, and we need something like clear. So we already know what to do. So here we have it. So this is like geographies, whatever. We have those geographies. That's cool. So what we need to do, refresh for, or draw. Let's do it draw the first time. Draw, and then for var geo in settings, scenes. And this is the current scene. So we need to know private scene, current scene. Okay. So we need to know which scene to use. And what we need to know, if the scene, string scene, var, no, current scene, if, okay, current scene is not scene, current scene name. That's why I had the name here, equals the scene name. What this means is scene name. So if this is true, it means this means we have to clear first, which means clear. Here we go. Otherwise, the current scene equals settings, scenes, and then the key is the scene name. So here we go. Current scene is this. Then we can say for each in current scene geometries. For each geometry in this thing, and we will do this here as well, and we will say current scene geometries, if current scene is now, for whatever reason, return, do nothing. We don't have to clear. So otherwise we go geo dot, and this should be dispose, which is not available currently. But we come to this geo dispose because we know that geo is, in resolved geometries, and then it's going to work. Here we go. The resolved geometries, if you remember, implement disposable. That's why we can dispose them, and the dispose of them is taking case. This is why we have dispose in place. And now we know that everything is tear down, and then we can go and draw everything. So we're close to whatever is going on. Geo. We have everything. This is, so all we need to do is geo draw. In theory, we only need to geo draw. So what else was going on? My scene, we don't need that. Geometry set, no, we don't need that. Everything is happening here on that thing. So we just go and we don't allow to move anything. And all I'm doing is console read key after logic dot draw. And what was my scene again? My scene name was, what is it? Let's start with 1080. Let's try it out. 1080 bottom left. And I think it's this one. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. So is it drawing 1080 bottom left? Doesn't look like that. Is it drawing 1080 bottom right? Doesn't look like it as well. Let's check it. Let's do it again. So what's happening? F11. Current scene. Clear. Okay, it's coming out of it. Cool. So here we go. No. The current scene is the scene. We have everything. For each geo in geo. So here we go. We get a draw method. This says window context. He gets one. At position, whatever, size. Cool. Geometry is in a geometry. Let's go. Drawing helper. Draw geometry. Geometry type is ellipse. Great stuff. Value, position. Fill color is, oh, that doesn't look good. He draws something which is invisible. Screw me. But I have an idea what happened. Yep, the same thing, like this geometry. Do we have setters everywhere? Yeah, we have. Fill color has a setter. This is the color. Remember that I took away properties from color? System drawing color, right? System drawing color. Okay, let's use linkpad to be quick. Is system drawing available? Well, color is new. System drawing color. Okay. No, it's not new. It's system drawing color from arcgb is 50 color.red. I think. System drawing color. I know. Okay, cool. Var JSON is JSON serializer. System text JSON serializer dot serialize. Boom. Let's ignore the casing. It's cool, the color. So give it to me, JSON dump. Give it. So that's how it looks. RGB is no color. Whatever. So that looks familiar from there. The color, fill color. Yeah. No, I mean. So let's go. This was JSON. And then let's do JSON. No. Screw you. RGBA. What I don't get is, let's just take this first out. Fill color is RGBA. This we know is not working. Interesting. This should be a color. Is JSON serializer able to do this? We find out. So now we do var JSON equals this. No. I hate this. I just hate it. Okay. Let's assume we have this guy. And then it's this. And it ends in this. And it looks very weird. I know. But now what we can do is var result is JSON serializer. System serializer. Deserialize. This is color. coming from system drawing, and then take the JSON, new JSON options. Let's do this. And our options by pure chance are defined somewhere here. And was it scene? Was it setting? Here is new this. And now result dump. No. Okay, interesting. So this is not enough. Interestingly enough. So now, what else? RGB is known color false. Let's add stuff. Where is it? Colon this. Backspace this. F5. Is known color false. Okay. Is empty true? Huh. Is there even a way to deserialize the color? Because color is a struct. And now it gets interesting. Color is a struct. I probably cannot. Okay. Anyways, what we can do is we have our intermediate type of deserialization. We now know why this is not coming. That's great. Geometry can have its own color. So point, not sure. I think it comes, but color comes not. So this is color definition. Let's go. Color definition. Border color could be. Yeah, color definition. Let's go. Add class. I'm going color definition as a class because struct can lead to problems. Because I'm an idiot, but anyway. This is going to be int R G B and A. Okay. So that's literally it. Okay, RGBA. We are not going to give it. What's going on? Okay, thank you. This is color definition. When we do our, that's interesting, fill color is equal to now whatever. It needs to be set. Cool. So now on our scene logic, where we transform this in the bad code, you remember? So what we need to do, we should get an arrow, by the way. Is it here? Yeah. And this is border color to real color. You will see in a moment what I'm up for here. So that. So that looks really bad. I know that. So what we do, logic core gets extensions. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Extension. People will just, nobody's ranting yet, but probably because so less people are here. So at this moment, I'm pretty glad that nobody is in this call. Anyway, this is color definition extensions, I think. This is then internal static, public static color, system drawing, to color, this color definition, color def, return color from RGB, color def, alpha, color def, R, yeah, color def, G, color def, B. If this works, I will come to hell. Who said that? Oh, Wing Tozar, welcome. Yeah, you can rant me. This is private here. You're not obliged to listen to me at all. To real color is here. This is a color definition, correct. And this is going to be this guy, and then if color def equals null, nice effect, return color empty. Why not? I think better would be to have it nullable. Yeah, I think it's better. Yep. Okay, so what now? Scene logic. What's going on? Is that working? This is color definition or null. That's cool. Fill color is this. So my question is to real color. And what is going on? Cannot resolve to real color. Why not? Maybe it needs to be public, because maybe. To real color. What did I do? Public static class. It's a static class. It is a static for this. It's an extension method, which is taking in the color definition as the first parameter. So why is it not possible? Is that Visual Studio? Probably Visual Studio is getting in my way. Let's check this. Scene logic using extensions. No. Interesting. Border color is color definition question mark. Huh. Color definition question mark. So I would say we cannot do this. What we do is border color to real color, fill color to real color. This is question mark to real color. This is question mark to real color, not sure. So we have color definition. Why? Why are you stepping on me? Color definition does not contain to real color and is not accessible extension method to real color, accepting a first argument of type color definition. Yeah, literally there is one. What am I doing wrong? This is codingfreaks OBScene model color definition. Exactly. Public static color to color. And then did I miss? Oh, to real color. Nobody's writing. Guys, you need to support me. I saw other live streams, guys. I know how it works normally. It's not what it does on my channel, that's for sure. So this goes to you. This is on you guys. Listen, we see something. Huh. Okay, cool. Let's do the really crazy stuff. Let's go out. Okay. We're close. Let's do the switching. Okay. Let's do the switching. So, let's do the console key. Okay, now what happens if we uncomment this? So we drew this, right? Let's not do this. And I think we can delete all of this and say, listen, let's do this while run. Yeah. And then we go, okay, cool. So that makes no freaking sense. We don't support this. Escape is escape. S is not supported. Here we go. What we need to do is we have a scene logic, and the scene logic needs to tell us what the current scene is. Here. So current scene is currently this one. Current scene. And now what we need to do is it's public get private set. So you cannot set it from outside. It is public though. Okay. So now this gives us the options in our thing. What was that? Logic dot current scene name, and then everything is the same. So logic current scene name equals this. Is this, otherwise this. Is this very hacky? So this is var scene name, next scene name. Next scene name. Okay. And then what we do is logic draw next scene name. So what this means in my world is if I hit F5, it draws bottom right. There you go. And if I hit W, it goes bottom left. Oh. Ah, it just does not clear it. Oh no. Ah. It's physical pain, guys. It's physical pain. So why is it not clearing it? Last thing. Okay, when I draw this, why is this not disposing any of this? Okay, let's go. Is it ever reaching this point? Here we are. W. It comes here. Resolve geometries. Okay, cool. Geo dispose. No. So this thing, this circle died. But it's not removed. That's great. That's really great. I mean, that's not what it should be. Why is it not removed? Okay, let's think logical. So before of that, we had a clear exit scenario, but this dispose is doing what? Let's maybe go here and check it. W. Okay, here's dispose. So what are we doing? Dispose true. Nice one. Is disposed? It's not. Disposed managed instances, nothing to do here. Geometry information is not null. That's good. Cleanup window, even better. What is going? Release DC. Bitmap is in pointer 0. And for reasons I'm not completely fully aware of, he's cleaning up everything. That's great, actually. But he's not removing the thing. Okay. I think I need to ask Google. I missed something. Okay, cool. So if I have this and I look into my API, this is now something is missing in this thing, obviously. This is, where is dispatch? We removed something which was there before. Maybe we have peak message, translate, no. Okay, let's ask how we can, if we have create window X. In C#, how to destroy a window created with, I'm not sure if destroys right. Creates an overlap pop-up or chat window with an extended start. Destroy window. Aha, thank you. Oh no. Not sure. Agree. As always. Where's destroy window? Oh, this is old. This is, I love that. Destroy window. This is destroy window, and it gets everything it gets is this one. Maybe. And this is that Visual Basic? Oh, this is my beloved Visual Basic. Okay, but we can translate that. Okay, let's go. We need something which only like this. In pointer handle. We should be able to do the following. Destroy window. Destroy window. Int pointer. Is that an int pointer for the handle? HVND. HVND is an int pointer HVND. I think it's a window handle. This one. So this comes from this guy, user32 DLL. By while this as this, and this returns an int. Destroy window. Okay. So it means that in our, where's my drawing helper? Here, what it says is WinAPI helper destroy window info handle. Not sure. Then release DC, this is device context, screen device context, bitmap. Okay. Okay. So let's see what happens. W. Oh, guys, let's do it. W. Oh no. W. Okay, close one. It works one time. I think. No, Wing to Czar. This was pre-internet. We just drew it and sent us like letters with this thing. Okay, cool. One more time. Infidel. Okay, let's go. Can I say this on YouTube? I'm not even sure. W works one time. W works the second time. W doesn't work. So meaning there is something which did not get reset on the first one. So, and now from here on, he's not releasing the resource and I'm drawing window over window. But close, okay guys? Very close. So what this is now is we need to write down what we want to do with this. This is the central logic to handle all screen drawings during the program runtime. And you know, my technical depth is rising, but I don't want to bore you out. This is the default constructor, having this, the loaded settings to use. So we have a lot of stuff here going on. That's good. That's good. That's good. Loaded geo is, I don't even know what this means. Loaded geo is not a thing. Hack. Yeah. Hack. This is loaded geo. This is still a hack. Yeah, I don't like that. This is a serialization hack. But this one is real. 1 to 3, 1 to 3. The currently selected scene remarks use draw to switch the scene. Currently, this implementation is that way. Okay. Draws the content of the given paragraph of the scene with the given. The scene with the given paragraph scene name to the screen. There you go. The name of the scene to show. There you go. We just draw the geometries. This one is clears all content of the current scene from the screen, in theory. Does not work is a good comment on that. This is the settings. Okay. The settings to use. Let's do this. ReSharper helped us out on that. So we have some really, really bad stuff. This probably can be made static. Yeah, that's what he's yelling me. This not, because we are getting into this. Okay, we will do this later. This is this, and we have a problem here. Dispose. To do. This works on the first switch of a scene, but then stops working. So what I'm thinking to myself is, the scene is loaded and it still holds all the geometries. And I think what we really need to know to do is for each geometry, maybe this is the thing, the geometry, where is that? When I clear one geometry, when I dispose it, where's my base geometry? This is an I disposable and I have a dispose somewhere here. Where is it? What it might be is, not sure. Drawing up a cleanup window, definitely. Dispose unmanaged instance. So this is unmanaged. So what I want to do is geometry information equals null. So drawing up or clean up window geometry information, and then I clean geometry information. I'm not sure if this might be the issue. Let's try it out. Okay. W. Okay. No. It doesn't make it better. Okay, this was not the case. We need to figure out with memory checks what kind of instance is still hold there. Or is it maybe, wait, then when we do this, do we need to, I think, we need to clear the geometries itself, the instances. We dispose them, we set them to null. So we disposed all geometries. Where is that? Scene logic. Here we go. So the scene logic disposes all of them and makes them null, which is not working because we can't. Yeah. So then what we need to do is current scene geometries is clear, which takes them out of the thing. And then what we need to ensure when we draw the scene that we actually reload this one. So meaning for every scene, if scene, we have the first loading. Value geometries any. If this is loading, just continue. Also bad, but it's already bad. So 2 times bad, maybe it's good. It's the new formula I invented. Everyone from my team, you never heard me saying that. Okay. So anyways, jokes aside. So now when I have this, what I could do is resolve geometries at any time. So before I draw, I can call resolve geometries in theory. Oh, this is resolved geometries clear. Very important. If resolved, always be. And then current scene is setting scenes. Resolve geometries. That seriously, guys, what? Okay, not sure if this is the best way to do it, but let's see. No, it works never. Okay, cool. But it could be that we need to do it here. Let's see. No, it made it worse. Okay. What if I don't call it? What is the pattern here? Oh, now it stopped working at all. Oh no. For each, if scene resolved geometries any, continue. So he goes in, he does it. That's not the best thing I ever did. So let's try again. Do it. W. And that's it. It stopped working. So it's not drawing twice now. Interestingly, why is that? So let's go. Let's go to draw, debugging. W. Current scene name is bottom right. Okay. He clears it. And wait a minute. Yeah. I see what's going on. What was that? Wait. I saw something which made no sense. W. This is draw. I got this. But in this is dispose. Where is this clearing? Oh, that is, I think this makes no sense, right? This needs to be here. And in clear, not in draw, first of all. And after I cleared, it needs to put it in. Was that the error? Okay, let's see. W? Oh. 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 I can see dead circles. Guys. This is scene switching. You get this? By any chance? I mean, the left screen scene is pretty off. I get that. And you don't even see the right scene because it's behind my face. And if I switch my face now, okay, so that's maybe, what is that? What is that? 150. I told 150, but it's actually the radius. 300. No, wait a second. This is what's going on here. Okay, let's go and do escape. Let's see the file. Bottom left, position X is 150. 150 is half the radius of 300, like this one. X. Y is okay, but why is X so off? Fill color, by the way, worked. Border width worked. So what's happening here? Why is this? Oh, because I have an offset. The radius is 300, 150, and my offset was what? I had an offset of 150, which means 100 is not enough as well. Let's see. Let's do this. Wrong one. W. Yeah, I know why. Because the internal offset. So this is then 50. 50 is also not enough. Okay, let's do the debugging for idiots. W. Close. I lost my left, right? So it's in the menu, but I lost it. Okay, so this was 20 less. 30. I said 30. F5. W. Oh, this is close. 27. Now we get some fun. I don't even know. Usually I need a UI to adjust this right later. Thanks, Wing Tuzar. Love that you like it. Let's, dang it. What is it? 2 pixels? I would say 2. 25. 25. What is this? W. 23 or 24? W 23. Idiots. No, 22. I can see the, you see that? There's the yellow circle is coming slightly into, so I think it's 20 because the radius is not 100% the radius. We knew that. It should be 20 then. So can we deduce this from the other one? Like, where is it? It was 1607. No, we can't. This is from 1920 minus, what is that? A lot. Okay. So you cannot see it, right? You cannot see the circle. Okay. Let's go. So you cannot see the circle. If I switch to this one, you see it again. Am I switching back? You cannot see it, but I still have it, of course. And here we go. So I'm lacking an editor, a settings editor. I know, but what I have is a working. I mean, it's working. I could have, let's test it. I could have another circle somewhere else, in theory, without any problem. All I need to do is, let's go. This is .NET run, this one. And before we do that, we can now do it with the settings file here. Okay, so let's add another circle on the bottom left. I do a second geometry in theory. I know. And let's do it a little bit to the right. So let's do it 300 to the right. I'm not sure position, same size, but the color is RGR is 0. And let's do a blue one. Like not a full blue, this one with a yellow circle. So what should happen? If I have my right scene selected, so you should not see anything because the position is right behind my thingy. And let's see. And here you are, you don't see it. If I hit W, I get 2 circles. W again, 2 circles removed, I get 1 circle. So I can, in theory, place wherever I want. Let's say here is my, let's say I would display my chat here. And just to make things totally legit, let's do geometry type 1. And then let's go more to the right, like 500. So not sure. And let's put it a little bit more to the top. Okay, cool. Let's return this. So again, one scene is totally normal. Here you go. You don't see it. W. And now I have 2 separate drawings. 1 circle, 1 square. And the last thing, maybe because I never showed it, could be a green ellipse, which is, I don't know, elliptic. Okay, I need, what is that? Ellipse, 1, 2, this is the same, but this time, because it has, let's say, 900 and 164 with, let's do it a width of, I don't know, 400 and a height of 200. So, and then make it green. This is 0 and this is 200. Let's see if we have free forms now with any issue. Okay. So, yeah, we have an ellipse. Circle, rectangle, ellipse. No issue whatsoever. So what's missing is, of course, something that, so I can go back and forth. And you cannot see, as I said, my other one. So let's go here. So now I'm out of my way. So this is my first scene. This is my second. This circle is invisible to you guys. So if I go to that scene on my OBS, it's completely covering the circle. No problem. So then if I switch the scene, now I could have this. Let's say the green area would be my chat or whatever I don't want to show. And then I can go back and forth between my scenes. So, and because as you've seen, all I'm doing, as you've seen in scenes, a lot of SCE here. So all I'm doing, this is all complicated stuff, and I did something really nasty. But look at the thing from the perspective. Let's remove this. Let's remove all of this. Actually, let's keep this because we can maybe use it in another tutorial. So let's go bigger, smaller. We don't support. We only have switch scenes and this one. So W and escape. This is what we have. S is not supported currently because it makes no sense. Okay, we could do it, but it makes no sense. We need it later, right? So this is literally the whole thing. This is what's left from UI perspective. So let's look. You get the settings path to the file where OBS is storing by default. Okay, cool. Then you load those settings and somehow magically it creates everything like it needs. And then you create a scene logic, which is our command and control layer to control during the runtime the scenes. We did this so that we can separate our logic from drawing and our command and control from our program. Then we draw bottom right, which draws it on the bottom right. And then we have this endless loop, which kind of has either it breaks out and deletes everything, or it says, okay, we just switch to the next scene. Obviously, this is a dumb logic. Okay, this can go. This is a stupid logic, which is hard-coded scenes, but again, not a problem. All we are lacking is a selection of scenes like in real UI. And I think, to be honest, this is a good stopping point. I will say scene switching with multi-geos geometries works. This has okay, let's do commit and let's do git add git tag, and let's do dirty git log one line. Yeah, it's dirty. Git push. How was that with tags? -t? I forgot. Git push h, grab tag. No tags or tags? Tags, right? -- tags. Is that working? And are the tags? And now git push. And I'm always unsure. Okay, everything up to date. So let's see our GitHub so that you guys go. Oh, I love this web page. This was my path. Wing2Zar. This is literally where I grew up. I love it. Okay, so anyways, this is how you know I'm old. Cool, so now you know. So my question would be on day 4, do we see... Yes. Scene switching. And you know what I always don't understand? Is that here? This commit? Dirty. It works on GitHub. There it is. The dirty tag. So I will probably merge this and then remove day 3 at some point, but not now. So that way you guys can see the iterations. Not bad. Yeah. Wing2Zar, you were 6 when this flashlight article was written. I totally appreciate that. Yeah, that's but you guys have different stuff going on. I appreciate that as well. So anyways, I like that we had some chat here. I think it's a pretty... Oh, my hair again. This is like 1 hour into a chat. My hair looks like, I don't know, I went through a car wash without a car. Whatever. So I think we're in a pretty decent state. Next time we could talk about our Windows UI having a notification icon. And we definitely, I think before we do that, we need to figure out how to communicate with OBS in order to get the events. I think that's the next important thing. So you could do me a favor if you want to and write down if you had something today or in that series which I missed or I went too fast over it or whatever. Just write comments, guys. Just put it, or in the community tab of my channel, just put in what I should repeat, or if it's too long or whatever. But you know, it's a live stream here. I do this on purpose and take my time. And then in the end of all of this, I am planning to do 1 hour or something like video, maybe half an hour if I can do it, to explain the whole project in one quick thing and point out what it does. Not hard, not easy to do, as you know, because as you see now, because it's a lot of stuff in the backend. So I'm planning to leave the live sessions out there so that in theory you can go, even if the one session I missed the image, and then last session I missed 5 minutes of audio. Great. As usual. Okay, so but then let me know. Whatever. So I will end the live stream now and get some, you know, of the good stuff. It's coffee, by the way, if you ask. Appreciate you being here at that random time, and see you next time, guys. Bye.